His health is better worth than now.
Zounds! This sickness doth infect the very lifeblood of our enterprise.
Your father's sickness is a bane to us.
And yet, in faith, it is not. Were it good that the exact weight of wealth of all our states all in one cast?
But yet, I would your father had been here. It will be thought, by some that know not why he is away, that wisdom, loyalty, and mere dislike of our proceedings kept the Earl from hence, and breed a kind of question in our cause.
You strain too far. I rather of his absence make his use. For men must think if we without his help can push against the kingdom, with his help we shall overturn topsy-turvy down.
As heart can think there's not such a word spoke of in Scotland as this term of fear.
Pray God my news be worth a welcome, Lord. The Earl of Westmoreland, 7,000 strong, is marching hitherwards. The king himself in person is set forth.
Where is his son?
All furnished, all in arms, wanton as youthful goats, wild as young bulls, rise from the ground like feathered mercury, as if an angel dropped down from the clouds.
No more, no more. Worse than the sun in March. This praise doth nourish agues. Come, let me taste my horse. Who is to bear me like a thunderbolt against the Prince of Wales? Harry to Harry shall, hot horse to horse. 40 let it be. Doomsday is near. Die all, die merry! Merrily!
Bardolph, fill me a bottle of sack. Will you give me money, my Capitan? I'll answer the coinage. Bid my Lieutenant Peto meet me at Townsend. I will, Capitan. Farewell. I have misused the king's press damnably. I have got, in exchange of 150 soldiers, 300 and odd pounds. I press me none but good householders, and they have bought out their services. And now my whole charge consists of ancients, corporals, lieutenants, gentlemen of companies, slaves as ragged as Lazarus in the painted cloth. No eye hath seen such scarecrows.
How now, blown Jack?
Oh, hello, Hal, my lord.
I cry you mercy. Faith, Sir John, 'tis more than time that I were there, and you too. But my powers are there already.
Tut, never fear me. I am vigilant as a cat to steal cream.
I think to steal cream indeed, for thy theft had already made thee butter. But tell me, Jack, whose fellows are these that come after? Whose fellows are these that come after?
My Hal,
I did never see such pitiful rascals.
good enough to trust. Tush, man, mortal man, mortal man.
But Sir John, methinks they are exceeding poor and bare, too beggarly.
Faith, for their poverty, I know not where they had that. And for their bareness, I am sure they never learned that from me.
Sirrah, make haste. Percy is already in the field.
What? Is the king encamped?
He is, Sir John.
Well, to the latter end of a fray, and the beginning of a feast fits a dull fighter and a keen guest.
We'll fight with him tonight.
It may not be, and then we'll give him the advantage.
Not a whit.
Why looks he not for supplies?
So do we.
He is certain, ours is doubtful. Tonight, say I.
Come, it may not be. Certain horse of my cousin Vernon's are not yet same come up. Your uncle Worcester's horse came but today, and now their pride and mettle is asleep.
So are the horses of the enemy. The better parts of our are full rest.
The number of the king exceed us, thou. For God's sake, cousin, stay till all come in.
I come with gracious offers from the king.
Welcome, Sir Walter Blunt, and would to God you were of our determination.
The king bids you name your griefs, and with all speed you shall have your desires with interest and pardon absolute for yourself, and these herein misled by your suggestion.
The king is kind, and well, we know the king knows at what time to promise, when to pay. My father is kind heart and pity moved, swore him assistance, and performed it too. He presently, as greatness knows itself, set me a little higher than his vow made to my father. This seeming brow of justice did he win the hearts of all that he did angle for. Proceeded further, cut me off from the heads of all the favorites of the absent king.
Tut! I came not to hear of this.
Then to the point. In short time after, he deposed the king. Soon after that, deprived him of his life. Suffered his kinsman, March, to be engaged in Wales. There without ransom lie forthwith. Disgraced me in my happy victories. Raided mine uncle from the council board. Enraged, dismissed my father from the court. And in conclusion, he drove us to pry into his title, which he found too indirect for long continuance.
Shall I return this answer to the king?
Not so, Sir Walter. And in the morning, early, shall my uncle bring him our purposes. And so farewell, sir.
What was the absence of Northumberland, whose power was in the first proportion, and what with Owen Glendower's absence thence, overruled by prophecies, I fear Percy is too weak. Mortimer is not there.
But there is Mordrake, Vernon, Lord Harry Percy, and there is my Lord of Worcester.
And so there is, and yet the king hath drawn the special head of all the land together.
Doubt not, my lord, that they shall be well opposed.
I hope no less, yet needful 'tis to fear, for the king needs to visit us, and for he hath heard of our confederacy, and 'tis but wisdom to make strong against him.
Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum 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 bum ba-dum